Hello. Hello. Dr. Paul here. Have I come to the right stream? I hope so. No one's here yet. Means I've got time to do my hair before you lot turn up. Bit of a mess, isn't it? But then I've not had a professional haircut since March. So that would make sense, wouldn't it? Right. Say hello if you're there. I've got a funny idea. I'm on completely the wrong stream. So please tell me if you're here. I think I'm in the right place. Have I come to the right place, folks? Let me know. Say hello. So please tell me if you're here. Yeah. I think I have come to the right place. That's good. Okay. All right. Yeah, there's some people here. So say hello in the comments in the chat if you're here, just to reassure me, just to make me feel better. It's all about me after all. I'm just having a little bit of computer trouble a few minutes ago. Good. Hello. Here come the comments right now. I'm cheered up. When I see the people, that's when I can relax. Right. So hello, Andrew. Andrew's first to say hello. How you doing, Andrew? Mr. Burney, a constant threat at the quiz. Marion, hero of Granton. Lorna, hero of Turkey. Together, they are Marion and Lorna from Granton and Turkey. It's a team. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Janet. Hello, Gary. Yeah. Hello, Raymond. Hello, Lorna. Now, you might be a bit lonely over there on Facebook, Lorna. Most people are watching on YouTube. So if you want to come over and join on YouTube, it's the same. Like, you can watch the quiz on Facebook, it's fine, but if you watch it on YouTube, then you get to see everybody else's comments. It's a little bit more chatty and a little bit more fun, probably, unless you hate people. Hello, quiz ballers. Hello, .c's Palace. Hello, Miss Snow. Hello, Lorna G. From the Chameleons. Hello, Louisa. Yes, and of course, Lorna in Turkey is from Port Seaton. So the two large Islamic superpowers put together there. Port Seaton, Turkey. Hello, Derek. Cool, says Lorna. Yeah, I mean, if you're fine where you are, just stay where you are. But if you want to see all the chat, come over to YouTube where all the action is. Right, I'm going to get the quiz on screen so you can see what's going on. And we're going to start the quiz very, very soon. There we go. Let's just make this a size where I can still manage it. There we go. See that big word? What does it say? Sharia? Sharia? Sharia Twain? No, it says share. Hey, could you please share the quiz? That'd make me happy. Hit share. Tell your friends. Woo! Right, I need to stop that. I need to make this window as well. I was here in loads of time getting all my windows set up, which I need to do before each quiz. And then the computer's just like, nah, I don't want to. So I had a wee freeze. And it came good about 1 minute to 7, so it's all right. So I'm just getting things a wee bit set up here. So ignore me if I look a little distracted. It's because I'm doing stuff on the screen at your end, at my end. Listen, tell me what's happening at your end. You know what I like to do, particularly on a Monday, is I like to hear some good news from your end. And I don't mean good news that's stuff from the news or the newspapers or the TV or the radio. I mean, what's some good news in your personal life? I'll tell you some good news from my personal life. Today was the first time that our daughter managed to get home, which is on the public transport, by herself. So I didn't have to go and get her. Normally I've been going and getting her on the bike. We cycle to school and cycle back, but obviously the weather's screwed at the moment. But I'm also doing some of these Zoom quizzes in the afternoon, so especially over the next 2 weeks. So we're trying to like work out her getting home from school on her own, and she managed to do it just fine, so that's good. Is he live? He. It's not he with a capital H, so it must be me. Yeah, I'm live. It's 3 minutes past 7. Hello. Having broadband problems on the mobile? Well, that's one way to do it. Hello, Jock. Hello, Noodle Doodles. Hello, Lorna. I've said hello to Lorna already. Hello, Denise. Last week in work till 2021. There's some good news from Andrew. Excellent. Oh, yeah. Holidays are coming. Holidays are coming. Drink carbonated soda. So I'm slowly working myself out here. So I've got, if I say out loud what I'm doing, it helps me a lot. So I'm just getting the Wheel of Names window open, and I'm going to get a Street View window open so we can play Where Am I later on, because I know you like that. In fact, I don't need to put anything there just now. I just need the Excel sheet open. Right, okay. Everything's going great. So 4 minutes past 7. I better tell you how we do the quiz. The quiz starts in 1 minute, questions-wise. Here's a little guide in case you've not been here before. And by the way, welcome. I'm Dalton Ball. I'm your Quizmaster. All right. So live quiz starts soon. How to play is simple. You just answer the questions. Okay. Mark yourself after each round. I don't do the marking like I do in the pub. I rely on you to do your own marking. Now, obviously, that's wide open to corruption and scandal, but the thing is, there's no prize for top score. There are prizes tonight. You can win beer. You can win other things as well. But the prize is not for top score. So the quiz bit really is just for fun. Don't shout out answers in the chat because it is just for fun. So people are just trying to get the answers as we go along. There are some exceptions to that, but you'll hear me saying, right, put your answer in the chat. And that's usually when I'm trying to get people to get on the wheel. You try and get on the wheel. What's the wheel? This is the wheel. You get yourself on the wheel. So that was the wheel from last time. Bunch of names on the wheel by the end of the quiz. At the moment, tonight's wheel has no names on it. You have to take your opportunity to get on the wheel. So if you hear me asking a question, you're the first to put it in the chat, then you get on the wheel. And there's some other ways to get on the wheel as well. Notably pointing out my errors. That's quite a good way to get on the wheel. Okay. What's the YouTube link he posted? Can't open it. That's just where you are. I was just saying to a person who's on... Lorna, that is, who's on Facebook. I was just saying, come to YouTube, because then you can see the other comments. That's all. So nothing to worry about for you, Denise. You're already on YouTube here. Here's some more good news from you. Louisa made her own bird feeder with lard. Birds have shown no interest yet. Well, that's nice, isn't it? You go to all that effort, get all that lard and stuff together. I don't know what you need. Fat and seeds and stuff like that. You hang it up. Make sure it all hangs together, and then the birds are like, nah. Tweet, tweet, tweet. There's gratitude. Anyway, well done. I don't think I've ever made my own bird feeder with lard. No, I want to. Gary's got some good news. Aldi Scotch eggs are 89p a packet. Ho, 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 ho. I've emailed you regarding country cards. I've not seen that, Bill. I'll have a look through my email. Was that very, very recently, or was it earlier in the weekend? Right. Last time we played was Friday. There's all the scores. I'm Smarticus, we're top. Fabian, Scumbaz, Pedestrian Cross, Noodle Doodles, Let's Get Quizco, Lumpy Gravy, and Chameleon's all in the top row there. That's the teams separated by the type of threat they could pose to humanity. Meteorite teams at the top, flu season teams in the middle, and the only threat the teams in the bottom posed was the equivalent to a bus being a bit late. Hire me to do a Zoom quiz. I've still got slots. Deadpool, tell you about it later. Tonight's sponsor, Cross Borders, based in S Bank. Make lovely beer. They'll send you beer. Look at some previous winners. They're happy. Come on. And you get a 10% discount even if you are not a winner. Go to their website, order some beer. It gets delivered to your house. 10% off if you use the code DP Quiz. Right. I'm already late. This is going to be a disaster tonight. So 8 minutes past. I'm 3 minutes behind schedule. Let's get on with it. So here we go. Here is the quiz starting now. Same letter round is 5 questions where all the answers start with the same letter. So as soon as you've got the letter, then you're flying. You know what I mean? Here we go. Question number 1. Hello, Heather, by the way. Which church in London includes Poets' Corner, which is a part of the church which is the burial place for several famous English writers, including Dickens and Chaucer and Kipling? All right, so which church includes Poets' Corner? It's in London, popular place for tourists. to go, and lots of famous writers. What? Denise, I am showing on YouTube. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone else is here on YouTube. Can everyone see this on YouTube? Okay. Is Denise got a problem other people have got, or is it just Denise? Right, anyway, Church with Dickens, Chaucer, Kipling, Poets' Corner. Number 2, in the same letter round, what type of vodka-based cocktail does the dude drink in The Big Lebowski? Played by Jeff Bridges, and all throughout the film keeps drinking these vodka-based cocktails. Yeah, everyone's saying YouTube's okay. YouTube fine, YouTube fine. Yep. What was the surname of the American brothers who are credited with inventing powered flight in 1903? Okay, famous inventors invented the world's first aeroplane. Well, they get the credit for it. It was actually a guy from near Perth who invented powered flight before them. But they got the credit, American style. Number 4, which Roald Dahl character was portrayed in films by Gene Wilder, brackets 1971, and Johnny Depp, that was in 2005. So they both played the same character created by massive Jew hater Roald Dahl, and that's not an endorsement of Roald Dahl, by the way. Yeah, it looks like everyone can see fine on YouTube, Denise, so I'm not quite sure what the problem is. Which English football club did Elton John, the piano player, buy in the 1970s? And he remained with the club as either owner or president for 35 years. All right. So there you go. You should have 5 answers that all start with the same letter. Don't put any answers in the comments. Just tell me if you're ready. Just say something like ready. And in the meantime, I'm just going to recap these questions very quickly. So, Poets' Corner, which London church is that in? Lots of famous writers buried there. Number 2, which cocktail does the dude drink all the way through Big Lebowski, played by Jeff Bridges? Number 3, what was the surname of the brothers who invented flight? These are fairly easy, these questions. Which Roald Dahl character was portrayed by Gene Wilder in 1971 and Johnny Depp in 2005? And which English football club did Elton John buy in the 1970s, remaining with the club as owner and president for 35 years? Mr. Doyle's asking me first or second name. For which question? What are you talking about? Well, that's asking for the surname there, and that's asking for the name of the character. Usually it's the first letter, but you work it out. Usually it's the first name. But there's enough there. Okay, right, everybody ready? A couple of people are ready. Mr. Barclay's here. He's ready. Mr. Kilo, Mr. Mackey, Mr. Hatliff. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. All ready. We're ready to go. Come on, 2 more people tell me you're ready, and then I'll get on with the answers. It takes a few seconds for them to come through, so I'm going to assume that you're ready. All right, come on, let's go. Did you get a letter? Thank you, Denise. Did you get a letter? It was letter W for Waka Waka. Fozzie style. Okay, here we go. 2 points for each of these. You ready? Westminster Abbey is Poets' Corner. There's a picture of it, not much going on. Everyone's dead. Yeah. Number 2, the dude, Jeff Bridges in The Big Lebowski. He is drinking the White Russians. Yeah, the vodka and the milk and the Kahlua. White Russian. Nice. 2 points. What was the surname of the American brothers who invented power? The Wright brothers, yeah. And I wasn't joking. There was a guy from Errol, in between Perth and Dundee. I don't know the guy's name, but there's a reasonably good claim that this guy in Scotland invented powered flight first. But I've not read about it for a few years. Can't tell you much more. Maybe one of you know about it. Gene Wilder, Johnny Depp, that's Willy Wonka, both times, of course. Jonathan's explaining that was a joke. Sorry. Sometimes people try and make jokes and I take it seriously. Because I can't read tone. And Watford. That's the club that Elton John bought. Right, here's your first chance to get on a wheel. Who is training with Elton John in this picture? Who's training? First person to put the answer for this into the chat, into the comments, will get their name on the wheel. They will be the first. Just yeah, Hazel's right. Hazel's straight in there. Nice work, Hazel. It is Rod the Mod. Rod Stewart himself. Mr. Atlantic Crossing. Mr. Ole Ola. Mr. D, I think I'm sexy. So, Hazel, you are on the wheel. You were the first to identify Rod Stewart. Who kind of looks like a footballer. In direct contrast to Elton John, who just looks like Elton John. So, right, you see people shouting out that they've got 13 points in the first round. You're thinking, how's that possible? You only get 2 points. Well, you get 2 points per correct answer, but you also get bonuses. You get 2 points. The Noodle Doodle's got 13. You get 2 points if you're a subscriber for YouTube. Hit the YouTube subscribe button to get those 2 points. You get +1 if somebody on your team has shared the quiz tonight. You've got to do that. Don't just give yourself the point. Actually do the share. You know what I mean? Hey. And +1 if it's your birthday. And if it is your birthday, let us know. Oh my God. Absolute disaster for the Jobson. 5 in the first round. Absolute shocker. Calamity. Catastrophic. Catastrophia. Nightmare. Everyone else got 13. No, John got 9. UK Alliance got 13. Noodle Doodle's got 13. Right, let's move on. Let's try and keep the... Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Rod Stewart played for Brentford. And from what I read, which I've not read much about Rod Stewart, but it was a real 50-50 toss-up between going after football and going after music. And he went for music. He probably now thinks that was a good idea. Okay, so right, picture round. It's just 5 pictures. Give us the answer. So, les animaux was the first one. What kind of animal is this? You get them in Britain. Native to Britain. What type of animal is this in picture number 1? And that's with the bonus points. What the hell went wrong, Louisa? Louisa's one of our top players. That's not cool. Something must have gone wrong. Comics. What is the name of this legendary comic book character? A very popular comic book character. That's a sort of statue version of him. Right. Picture number 3 is the Brotherhood of Flags. Which country does this flag belong to? The clue is the letter L. Okay, letter L. Oh, that's good. I've learned my lesson with all this almond milk and oat milk and stuff like that. I'm back on just black coffee. It's just better. Number 4. Which film is this from 2013? I think it was described as a comedy crime thriller. I'm not sure about the comedy. I'll look that up in a second. But a big hit movie from 2013, and it's definitely to do with crime. There's some crime going on. Number 5 is a connection. What single word connects these 3 pictures? Okay, have a look at the 3 pictures here. 2 people, 1 plant. What is the word that connects them all? Right, so I don't have any clue for the film. I might look that up in a second. Right, I'm going to quickly go over these questions one more time. You tell me if you're ready, okay? So we'll go back to the start here. So name the type of animal. It's a wild animal you can find in Britain. Number 2 is name the character. Simple as that. Quite easy, I think, the first two. Number 3, a little bit more difficult, but I'll give you the letter. Letter L. Which country does this flag belong to? Flags. Which 2013 film is this? I'm going to just look it up and give you the first line of the Wikipedia because just a little description, you know. It doesn't mention comedy. It just says a 2013 American crime film. Yeah. Inspired by an FBI operation in the late 70s and early 80s. There you go. That's a couple of clues for you. Number 5, what's the word that connects all 3 images there? Okay, so you tell me you're ready. Lip gravy, ready. John's thinking about the Human League. Yes, I sometimes suffer from that. John, it just comes on you. You know, but you should dare yourself to get back in the game when you get distracted by the league. When your brain starts being boiled by all these questions. Okay. Alrighty, here we go. Pictures, answers, here we go. 2 points for each answer. Number 1, squirrel. Yes. Can he beat a squirrel? Well, you probably can beat a squirrel. I think an ostrich is better than a squirrel, but a squirrel's alright. In fact, a zebra's better than a squirrel as well. Who's that? Speaking of Stripey, who's this? It's Dennis the Menace. There he is, the acceptable face of bullying. I shudder to think what Dennis the Menace is like in the modern Beano. He's probably not a bully anymore, and it just makes me a bit sad. The letter L, the flag, that's the cedar tree, by the way, in the middle of the flag. It's a national symbol of your favourite Middle East country, Lebanon. Everybody likes Lebanon. Ah, that's why you were thinking of the Human League, of course. That was going to be my bonus question for this round. Anyway, I'll think of something else. Which 2013 film is this? Crime film. It is called American Hustle. American Hustle. And I like the movies. And what word connects the 2 people and the plant matter in this picture? The answer is, of course, rosemary. That is Rosemary West, the murderer, on the left. The film in the middle is Rosemary's Baby, and the herb is rosemary. I'll make this for the bonus question. Who's the actress in the middle picture? What's the name of the actress? In the centre picture in the film Rosemary's Baby. You're giving yourself 1 point for hustle. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's reasonable, Mr. Doyle. Couple of 10s there. Mia Farrow, that's the right answer. Spot on, Lorna. That's you on the wheel. Yeah. Just find the wheel. There we are. Lorna G from the Chameleons. On the wheel. On the wheel of love. Only the 2 of you. Hazel and Lorna. Flying high above. On the wings of love. That's a great song, isn't it? I need to get that on Kazula Palooza. Squirrel, Dennis the Menace, Lebanon, American Hustle, Rosemary. Excellent. I saw that comment from Andrew as well, and I would agree. More countries should have trees on their flags. Get your name on the wheel if you can think of a country that's got a tree on their flag other than Lebanon. I don't even know if there is another one, but we could easily look it up. So if you think there is, put it in the chat. If someone can come up with one that's not Lebanon, that's got a proper tree on the flag, then we'll We'll get you on the wheel for that. Right, anyway, in the meantime, we better get on with Mexico cactus. Well, hang on. Marian's actually first there with Cyprus. Now, there's some leaves on the Cypriot flag, but I think they are specifically olive leaves, which come from the olive tree. So I think I might accept that. Let me just have a look at flag of Cyprus on Wikipedia. That was very good, very fast. Let's have a look. Yeah, the national flag features the shape of the entirety of the island with two olive branches below a symbol of, yeah, olive. Yeah, that's it. Let's do it. Marion, that puts you on the wheel. Okay. Excellent. I didn't think anyone would get anything that quickly, but there you go. And then she's fired straight in with Mexico cactus as well. Nepal, really? Let's have a look at flag of Nepal. I've got distracted, haven't I? I could be late now. I need to know. Flag of Nepal. What's it got? Crimson is red, the colour of bravery. It also represents the colour of the rhododendron, Nepal's national flower. Flag's emblems, the sun, the crescent moon, had human faces. Right. If it is, it's kind of symbolic. Anyway, well done. Cyprus is good enough to get you on the wheel. Right. I might look up those other... Oh! You might be a vexicologist, but that's nothing to do with flags. I thought it was vexillologist. Vexillologist. Unless vexicologist is a alternative term. That's what I'm saying it is. That's what you're saying it is. But you're the vexicologist, so you should know. Right, sound round. Right, clips. Clips round tonight. So I'm going to play a few clips. You just got to name the artists as you hear them. Now, let's quickly nip over to the tunes here. Turn that down. Turn this up. Back to this and back to this folder here, and that is us ready to go. Right, okay, so there's a few sort of altered tunes here, and you just got to say who the artists are in most cases. So the first one is being played too quickly, speeded up. Who is this? Oh, that was good. I didn't realise that was way too long. That's all you need, right? The second one is being slowed down. Who is this? Quite restful, wasn't it? Okay, the third one is, I think, being played backwards. Where is my note? Yeah, this is being played backwards. Who is this? That's enough of that. The number 4 is the theme tune to a television program. What is the program? And the last one is 2 answers required. It's a mix between which artist and a theme from which computer game. All right. So it's an artist and a computer game theme tune mixed together. Get both answers. It's 1 point for each one.
Summon, I'm a demon, I'm a you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it to you, I'm superhuman. In the bed, I made a rubber, so that anything you say is bigger, shaking off on the end of the ground. I'm devastating, more than ever demonstrating. How to give a motherfucker all to get to feeling like it's levitating. Never fading, and I know the haters will forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell up to be celebrating. Cause I know the way to get motivated. I make elevating music, you make elevator music.
Right, there you go. That's a bit strange, but there's 2 answers for that last one. So they're all worth 2 points. Apart from the last one, that's 1 point for each part. I'm going to play them one more time. First one has been played too fast. Stone Cold Groove, even at double speed, right? Number 2 is being played too slowly. Great stuff. Number 3 is being played backwards. Who's this? Pretty cool. Number 4 is an old TV theme tune. What's the name of the show? Great. And the last one is a mix of one artist and one computer game theme music. Name both parts, all right?
Summon, I'm a demon, I'm a you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it to you, I'm superhuman. In the bed, I made a rubber, so that anything you say is bigger, shaking off on the end of the ground. I'm devastating, more than ever demonstrating. How to give a motherfucker all to get to feeling like it's levitating. Never fading, and I know the haters will forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell up to be celebrating. Cause I know the way to get motivated. I make elevator music, you make elevator music.
Elevator music. What you said at the end, right? Okay, that's your second chance to hear. Louise is saying needs those again. Andrew, gonna crash and burn. Dotsey's Palace, yep. Not too confident, but you know what happens. You all get, everybody starts saying, oh, this is terrible. I don't know any of these. And then you all get 8 or 10 out of 10. Right, okay. Let me get on to the answers before answering the question, but so number 1. All right, this is the other way around. Robert Jones, Quizballer saying, oh, we think we did okay there. Right, get ready. Get ready for disaster. Right, the first one was being played too quickly. It was Fleetwood Mac. You know the song. It's Tusk. Their best song, easily. Number 2 was Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. Yeah, I like number 2 as well. I used to think Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers is a little bit turgid, slow, boring, middle of the road stuff. But when he died a couple of years ago, Roddy from The Joker and the Thief, bar manager, was devastated. It's one of his favourites. So I was like, it's rubbish. But then he put some on and I was like, that's quite good. And then I started listening to loads and then it turns out it's great. It's all brilliant. Anyway, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers for 2 points. Number 3, ELO, the mighty ELO, the world's greatest band. That's probably indisputable. Number 4 was the theme from Bod. Here's an obscure one for people my age. Who was the guy who did the theme for Bod and all the voices in Bod? First one to answer that in the chat gets their name on the wheel. So Bod, you know, if you don't know, if you're too young and you don't know what Bod is, you kind of missed out. It was a pretty far out kids show from the 70s. It kind of played with notions of being and the eternal mystery of existence. And it had a copper in it, PC copper. And basically made a whole generation of kids kind of fearful and distrustful of the police, and that's playing out now. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we got it. Raymond, Derek Griffiths. Yeah, that was the man. Derek Griffiths was apparently the guy who supplied everybody at play school with drugs. He was one of the play school crew. And I don't know if that's official or whether it's been denied, but it's certainly a story that's done the rounds. Great music in it, brilliant music, all sung by Derek Griffiths, narrated by him, did all the voices, fantastic. Right, the last one was a mashup, and it was Eminem singing over the theme tune for Super Mario World. Well done to those having a guess, even though you had not heard of it. Denise hadn't heard of it, going for David Jason. That's a good guess, really good guess, but not right. No, Play School didn't have official drugs, but it was the 70s, right, Andrew? And the thing was, there's a lot less regulations back then. And they were working in TV was an artistic thing back then. Nowadays, it's a business thing. But back then, it was an artistic thing. So all the people working on Play School were wired out their nut, smacked up. You know, probably apart from Floella Benjamin, she's probably above that sort of thing. Oh, is that right? John Lynn Missouri did the narration, right? Okay. Derek Griffiths did all the music. It was all like scat style, like Scatman John, 20 years before Scatman John. Have you ever seen Ireland's version? Bosco? No, I've not seen that. Sounds good. What, Irish Bod? Really? Us. 10 out of 10 for the Quiz Ballers, 10 for Jonathan Doyle, 10 for Lumpy Gravy. Good stuff. Okay. Went for Jay-Z on the last minute. Nah, it's Eminem all the way in it. Yeah, me, little voice, nippy little voice. Right, let's move on. I'm slow tonight. We're going to run out of time. I'm going to try and buck up the pace here in the second half. Oh, I've started the clock. It's a group. It's an anagram. Unscramble the group in less than a minute. But I've started the clock already by mistake, so I'll give you 10 seconds at the end of this. Unscramble that Lemur Skin Fandango, and you're looking for the name of a group. That's a music group. Oh, Play School. Irish Play School. Right, I see. No, I've not. No. It's probably worth taking a wee journey through YouTube into Irish television, actually, because they'll have a lot of sort of the same show, but made by them, I would imagine. And it's like, so it's foreign, it's a foreign country, but we speak the same language. So, you know, you don't have to translate. Apart from all the shows that were in Irish Gaelic, of course, which I presume there were some of. Like growing up here in Scotland, we used to get Scots Gaelic shows. Now, I know the time's up. I'm just giving you a few more seconds because I started the clock by mistake. No one said they're ready yet, actually. Andrew's saying he's got it right. Okay. This group had most of their hits late 60s, early 70s. All right, just a little clue there. Before I give you the answer, if you do get the answer, it's worth 3 points. The correct answer is Simon and Garfunkel. Simon and Garfunkel. Bridge Over Troubled Water. Bookends. Sound of Silence. Hazy Shade of Winter. All that stuff. Wee bonus question. Get on the wheel with this one. Who had a cover of their song Hazy Shade of Winter, which was a hit in the 80s? American group. Hazy Shade of Winter. Good song by Simon and Garfunkel, but who made a cover of it? Bangles, that's right. Correct. Now, who was first? Louisa was first. No. Hang on. John. 3 comments before that was John. Sorry, I got mixed up with the people who were moaning about Simon and Garfunkel being a duet, not a group. It's a group of 2 people, isn't it? Small group. Come on. Yeah, the Bangles. Good version as well. Right. Sally Happy Gang, I'm happy to take that on board if you can provide the reference that shows that that's a universal truth. Yeah, aye, that's right. Aye. Early 90s, I think, that Lemonheads one. Great songs, Simon and Garfunkel. A little bit miserable sometimes, but, you know, good songs. It's 3 trees a forest. Graham's got loads of typos. Right, okay, Hexo. Getting distracted here with your chat. Right, Hexo. I'm about to show you the Hexo board. This is not the Hexo board. This is just an example of how it works. So the Hexo thing is I give you clues. So I would say the lead singer of Queen, 2 letters, and you would immediately spot on the Hexo board there, top middle, you'd say FM. Yeah, Freddie Mercury, obviously. Then I'd say UK state broadcaster, 3 letters, and you would pick that up pretty fast. You'd say BBC. So the letters for each answer are stuck together, but the different answers can be in different parts of the board. That's just an example of how Hexo works. Here comes tonight's actual Hexo. Here we go. So the first one is the French philosopher who wrote a book called The Second Sex, first published in 1949. So what is that person's name? There's 3 letters that you're looking for to give you the answer there. Don't shout these out, by the way. We're going back to just writing these down. This is a sort of normal round for you and your team. Let's see. Number 2 is the person who's currently ranked as best pop artist of 2020 on ranker.com. Now, ranker.com is, they just have lists and people can vote things up and vote things down. And there's lots of websites like this, but ranker.com is probably one of the most, or probably the most popular. So they've got a category, loads of different categories. It's like the best Pink Floyd albums and stuff like that. So I don't know, Dark Side of the Moon's the top one there, I think. But this particular page on Ranker is the best pop artist of 2020. Who is currently at the top of that list? Female artist. All right, 2 letters. Number 3. The largest island of England, not including the mainland of the UK, right? So England is mainly the mainland of the UK, but England has several islands around it. Which is the largest island that belongs to England? You know what I mean? Lol, indeed, Marion. Lol. Lol forever. Wasn't a shout. I gathered. Number 4. The Titanic. What's the abbreviation before the ship's name Titanic? So it's letter, Titanic. What are the 3 letters that go ahead of the name Titanic? As in the famous ship that didn't make it. Couldn't even float. And the last one, number 5, is a senior lawyer in the UK, technically appointed by the monarch. Usually does things like murder cases, you know. Kind of proper, serious lawyer. Super lawyer, mega lawyer. Barrister, whatever. So once you've found all those answers, let me know that you're ready, and I'll move on to the answers. That's our Hexo round for tonight. I think you enjoy the Hexo. I quite like Hexo. I like the wee puzzle aspect to it, you know. Let me get back over here and put a wee bit of background musics back on here. Screen is blurry. How many letters in number 3, says Denise? It's 3. The largest island of England. It's 3 letters. 1, 2, 3. Denise, you need a new Phil Collins. Right. You ready? Marion's ready. Andrew's ready. Simon and the Porn Dwarfs is ready. I think I'll wait for a couple more of you to say that you're ready for this. Louisa is ready. Ding, 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 ding. And Jonathan's ready. Right, let's move on. I'll give you a couple more seconds. If you're not quite ready, get ready now. I'm about to move on. And it's 7:45. I might have caught this up on a little bit on time. I'm not sure. Let's see how it goes. What I mustn't do is relax at this point. I need to keep focused. Like a laser beam. Here we go. Right, the French philosopher who wrote The Second Sex, 1949. Here come the answers, by the way. If you haven't decided, decide now. And by the way, I should have said, in case you don't know, you don't actually have to get the full answers. If you get the letters, that is enough for the points. All right, so even if you don't know what they are, just guess some letters off the board. Okay? I should have said that before. Anyway, French philosopher who wrote The Second Sex, 1949. That is your old pal, Simone de Beauvoir. Simone de Beauvoir. SDB is all you needed for the points. Number 2, currently ranked best pop artist of 2020 on ranker.com. That is AG, is Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande! If you put Billie Eilish, bad luck. She's number 2 at the moment. Number 3, the largest English island, the largest island off the coast of England that is part of England is the Isle of Wight. You might have got edged into doing Isle of Man there, but Isle of Man is Isle of Man. It's not England. No, I don't mean ranker. It's one of these modern things, and they've created a brand name by dropping a vowel from a normal word, like flicker and stuff like that, or grinder. RMS Titanic. Royal Mail Ship RMS Titanic. That's what I thought, but it's people who vote for it, you know, and not everyone's caught up with trends, you know, and Ariana Grande's got a lot of fans. I looked down the top 10 of the list, actually, Dr. Caesar's Palace, and there's still people like Lady Gaga in the top 10. So, Hervey. Hello, I'm Hervey. I don't do vowels. Exactly. And the last one, the lawyer appointed by the monarch, is your QC, yeah, Queen's Counsel. So as I said, all you need is the actual letters for the points here. SDB, AG, IOW, RMS, QC. What did you score? Noodle Doodle's got 10. They're happy with that. I'm assuming they're happy with that. I've never really been a computer games player. I can't imagine what that would do to your mind if you were playing something like Super Mario Brothers and that tune was going on and on and on and on and on. Because I know people play these things for quite a lot of hours in a row. Must empty your brain completely. Put Titanic in the Navy HMS. Yeah, HMS is your warships, really, I think. There was a few traps in there, and you went for all of them, Marion. Billie Eilish, Isle of Man, and LMS Titanic. I wasn't expecting that. LMS. You get mixed up with the railway. That's London Midland Scottish Railway. What's this? Dispute question number 5. Well, go on then. Dispute it. The bod tune, no, I don't know. I mean, the bod tune's kind of similar, a bit more classy. But I think anything that kind of catchy, again and again and again for hours would just... Yes, but that's not to say that a QC is not appointed by the monarch. And AG was used up by Ariana Grande anyway. No, that doesn't follow, Louisa. Just because one thing is a thing doesn't mean that the other thing is not a thing. QC is... I read the QC page this morning, right? I was putting this together this morning, and or last night, actually. And QC is... It says technically appointed by the monarch. Which I believe I said when I was reading it out. Well, that's another thing, is the Attorney General. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, but it's not right, is it? Because those letters are already used up by Ariana Grande. You got to take that one in the chin, Louisa. Did you get Ariana Grande? Fight. Yeah, it feels a bit fighty tonight, doesn't it? I tell you, a lot of yous. Every single one of you. Meet at the bottom, foot to walk. Half an hour after this stream gets turned off. Foot to walk, right? Well, lawyers are clever people, but it doesn't mean they're always right. It's like teachers. Teachers are supposed to be clever, but see, you get them in the pub, thick as fuck. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. But the essence of my argument stands. Right, mystery bag. Let's leave our troubles and our arguments behind. Mystery bag. Right, what's in the mystery bag? Let's remind myself. There it is. Right, you asked me questions of a yes no nature. First person to... I know. Being used here. You don't have to type it. You know what I mean? Get a lawyer, get his own account. Or her own account. Their own account. He, she, they. You know. Is it food? Yes, it is. Right. You've redeemed yourself straight away, Louisa. It is food. But what food? It is a kitchen item because it's food. Ooh, there's another bomb into the argument. Attorney General doesn't have to be a lawyer. That might be true. Hang on. Does that not make a person a lawyer, though, if they become Attorney General? Tinsel, no. Mince pie, Brussels sprouts. Is it edible? Yes, it's type of food. Pot noodles, pretty close, but all right. Cauliflower, no. Is it sweet or savoury? Aye. It's savoury. It's not a Mars bar. Yeah, it's savoury. Chocolate, apple, lint. I've got to focus on this competition we're doing. We'll forget about lawyers just for a minute. Satsuma, no. Grapes, no. Cucumber, no. You seen the guy doing the cucumber song? Great. Scotch egg, cheese puffs, savoury. Aye, it's savoury. Yule log, no. Popcorn, pasta, packaged, yes. It's in a packaging. It's a product rather than like, a raw ingredient. Smash, fairly close. Instant rice, fairly close. Pasta, it's nothing to do with Christmas. Don't forget, I hate Christmas. I'll be here on Christmas Day, and I'll be in the Christmas spirit, but only for the time I'm on doing the quiz, right? Super noodles, we're getting close. Pot rice, dried noodles, mugshot pasta. No, it's more simple than that, right? You're in the right zone, but it's something just more simple. Frey bentos, no. Tin of beans, no. Couscous, no. Soup. It's soup. Robert Jones, Italian minestrone, cup of soup by Ainsley Harriott. Yes. And that means you're on the wheel. And that's one of the prizes tonight as well. Fantastic. Robert Jones. Robert Jones. You've been gone too long. Excellent. Nice stuff. Right, let's move on. Oh, no. I'm just going on no because of the time. We're arguing about everything. We need to stop arguing and start to keep quizzing, right? Here we go. 50-50 round. Dead easy. You just got to find the right answer, yeah? Oh, look, there's a recommendation from Gary. Backing up the Ainsley Harriott cup of soups. Right. Classical. The classical. Who composed the oratorio first performed in 1741 is titled The Messiah? Is that Handel or Holst? There's another recommendation now. Jo is married to a chef and should know this, knows good food, right? And she's saying that Ainsley Harriott cup of soup is actually really good. I think I gave away the lemongrass before. What's this one? This is Italian minestrone. Good prize. That prize is on the wheel. So we're excited about the soup. Right. Historical context. Which war was taking place in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind? Not at the time it came out, but the background for the film, the setting for the film is which war? Is it the American War of Independence or is it the US Civil War? Okay, so which war forms the background, the setting for Gone with the Wind? Is it the American War of Independence or the US Civil War? Raymond, keep me laughing. Films, Steamy. What is the correct title of a 1986 romantic drama starring Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger, or Basinger? Is it called 8.5 Weeks or 9.5 Weeks? Question's titled Steamy because that's the adjective that reviewers were contracted to use. They had to use that adjective when describing this film and similar films. Steamy. Oh, steamy. So Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger, 1986. What was the name of that film? 8.5 Weeks or 9.5 Weeks? In 1952, what became the first ever toy to be advertised on American television? Was it Barbie or was it Mr. Potato Head? And we all know somebody who looks a bit like Mr. Potato Head, but was that the first toy advertised on TV or was it Barbie? 1952. And then the last question for the 50-50 round, dead actor. And the actor who played... That's a typo in the question. It's not reading properly. When did the actor who played Captain Mannering from Dad's Army die? Arthur Lowe is the guy's name. Played Captain Mannering in Dad's Army, but when did he die? Did he die in the 1980s or did he hang on till the 2000s? Okay. So they are the 50-50 questions. I shall recap. You tell me if you're ready. Then we'll be going straight into double or bust. Get this quiz finished. Then we'll be playing games for names. Then we'll be spinning a wheel round about past. I'll try and spin it exactly on past. Okay, so The Messiah. Is that Handel or Holst? Gone with the Wind. What's the film that creates the setting for that? American War of Independence or the US Civil War? Number 3, Rourke and Basinger, 8.5 weeks or 9.5 weeks? First toy advertised on US television, 1952. Is that Barbie or Mr. Potato Head? And number 5, Arthur Lowe. I can't remember the guy's name. Who played Captain Mannering in Dad's Army. When did he die? Was it 1980s or the 2000s? Okay, ready? You could be right there, Jock. Let's just have a wee look at it. Yeah, I think I've shoehorned an extra I in there. Yep, you're right. Okay, good spot. When someone spots a proper typographical error on one of my slides, then you get a point, add a point to your score, Jock, and I'll put you on the wheel as well. Good stuff. Right, everyone's ready. Here we go. Here come the answers. 2 points for each correct answer, as before. Right, who composed the oratorio The Messiah, 1741? It's your old pal Handel. Can't handle the truth. What film is that from? That's another question. Get yourself on the wheel. That's Handel. He's from the 1800s, but what modern film is that? Parodying. Name the movie, which is in the background there, and they've stuck Handel's face on top of it. I didn't make that meme. I think I'd probably be quite pleased with it if I had made it. I didn't make that one. I just searched for it thinking that someone must have done that, and they had. Yes. John is there. A Few Good Men, that's right. Yep, it's Jack Nicholson. Yelling about not being able to handle the truth. Never seen the film. Sounds great. So Handel is right for 2 points anyway. Gone with the Wind is the US Civil War. 2 points. Number 3, the steamy film is 9.5 weeks. Virtually tantric. Number 4, first ever toy to be advertised on US television is Mr. Potato Head. I don't think Barbie was created until 1959. That's probably the main way you would know that one, or you might just know the fact. What I didn't know is the original Mr. Potato Head, you actually had to use a potato or any fruit or vegetable rather than the plastic thing that they give you now. It used to be more eco. And Arthur Lowe, he died in 1982, right? Quite a long time ago now. So it's the 80s. Handel, US Civil War, 9.5 weeks. Mr. Potato Head, the 1980s. Dr. Caesar's Palace MD didn't like that. He prefers a nice, clean, modern plastic one. Marian, that's nonsense. You're not old enough. It must have been really old when you had your hands on it. Well, that's it. It is a substantial meal. That's how it used to work in the old days, in the 50s and the 60s. Used to, like, here's a toy and all that, and then once you're done, you cook that potato and share it between your 7 brothers and sisters. Share it properly. Eight out of 10. Nice. Yes, Dad's Army was crap. I'm glad you said that, because I completely agree. Never got it. I preferred the 8.5 Hot Mum. That was entertainment. The thing about Dad's Army was it wasn't funny. It was always grim and dark. I don't like it. Right, anyway, double or bust. You know how this works. You get 4 points for a correct answer. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's double, so you can get 20 points if you get them all right in this round. But you run the risk of going bust. If you put one wrong answer down in this round, you get 0 points for the round. Okay? Super hardcore. So to avoid getting bust, you can leave blanks. You don't have to answer every question. Most of you know how this works. Here we go. Right, quite a few 10s and 8s in that round. Maybe it was an easy round. I thought it was a difficult round, actually, but hey-ho. How much money does it cost? How much Monopoly money does it cost? That is to buy King's Cross Station in the board game Monopoly. All right. King's Cross Station is the first one you come to after leaving go. If you roll a 5, you land on King's Cross Station. But how much money do you have to pay if you want to buy it? Assuming that no one already owns it. Which political figure, this is question number 2, was assassinated in New York City in 1965, leaving behind a widow called Betty Shabazz? So a famous political figure was killed while giving a speech in New York City in the 1960s and left behind a widow called Betty Shabazz. Who was that? That's question number 2. Number 3, bit of Shakespeare. Which play by William Shakespeare features characters named Prospero, Miranda, and Caliban? They are all characters in which play. It's 3 minutes past 8. It's not too bad. Kind of caught up a little bit there. Right, number 4. What was the surname of Del Boy and Rodney in the classic TV series Only Fools and Horses? So they're a family, all right, brothers. But what is their surname in that show? That's question number 4. And finally, question number 5 for double or bust. It's up to you if you go for this or not. It's a what year question. You have to get within 2 years. What year did the famous Brazilian footballer Pelé retire from the sport after his final season with the American club New York Cosmos? So he would have done PR stuff after that, but it's the last time he properly played as a professional. His last season was with the New York Cosmos. What year did Pelé retire? This is the greatest footballer in the world before Maradona. BM. Get within 2 years of the right answer to get the points. So if you're 2 years out, you get the points. If you're 3 years out, you're bust. Either way, up or down. Right, you tell me when you're ready. I'm going to recap these questions. Nice and quickly. How much does it cost to buy King's Cross in Monopoly? Whose widow is Betty Shabazz, killed in New York City in 1965? Prospero, Miranda, and Caliban are characters from which Shakespeare play? And number 4, the surname of Del Boy and Rodney in Only Fools and Horses. And the last one, what year did Pelé retire from playing football professionally? Okay, I can see a couple of you going balls out for this. A couple of you just calling ready. John's ready, Noodle Doodles are ready. Andrew's going for 4. Mr. Doyle's gone all the way. Okay. Right, before I show you the answers, I'm just going to remind you very, very briefly tonight that I'm doing this for tips. So if you think tonight's quiz is worth a tip, I'm delighted to get anything at all. Anything at all, large or small, is all of it's welcome because I'm trying to survive. And if the pubs come back in February or March, I might just make it. We'll see. So that's the donation link that I've just put in there. Click that, donate via PayPal. And you can also find the link in the description underneath if you're looking for that. Right, let's get on with the answers. And after this, I will ask you to upload your total score. Okay, I'll give you a link for that in just a minute. But here come the answers. First of all, so you're ready? Everyone's ready. 4 points, remember, if you get these right. If you put a 1 wrong, then you bust. You get 0 points for the round. And there's no penalty if you leave blanks. That's a way to get through the round. Right, here we go. King's Cross Station is £200. There it is. 200. All the stations are 200. Bargain. If you're playing Monopoly, get the stations. That's official tactical advice. I mean, not just for me. I've read about it. They've done studies on how to win Monopoly, and they all agree. Buy the stations. Whose widow was Betty Shabazz? That's Malcolm X. All right. That photograph was taken the day before he got shot. That's Betty in the middle with some of their kids. His eldest daughter was 6 at the time. She was in the room. Betty and the kids were in the room when he got shot. The eldest one says she can remember it. That was the day before. That was literally the day before. Number 3, William Shakespeare play. Prospero, Miranda, Caliban, they're all characters in The Tempest. Tempest, if you want to say that. Let us know if you get bust on any of these. Tell us what you put. Tell us how you got bust. It's always interesting to know what people were thinking. Only Fools and Horses, Del Boy Rodney. That is the Trotter twin. Not twins, brothers. Trotter. Derek Trotter, Rodney Trotter. Trotter's independent trading, yeah. And then what year did Pelé retire from the sport of football? Now, Pelé played his first World Cup in the 50s with Brazil, won the World Cup 1958. He was 17 at the time. Had quite a long career, very famous career through the 60s and 70s, and retired 1977. So if you got between 75 and 79, then you got the points. Anything outside of that, you bust. So tell me what you got. There he is. That's his last appearance at New York Cosmos, being carried around the pitch by everybody. A proper living sports legend at the time and now. Got done by the pestery Shakespeare. No, Bill. There's the answers. Yeah, you just need to get a wee bit of basic Shakespeare, because there's now and again there's Shakespeare. It's just a basic quiz thing, isn't it? I'm not a huge Shakespeare fan, but you know the bare bones. You know, you get the bare bones under your belt for quizzes. Couldn't go for the Pelly. Or S. Pier, I don't get it. What's that? 55 total. Said £100 for the station. No. Yes, that's true. I've read a few different things just when I've been writing questions, you know, like articles by people who have, like, they've done university studies on probability and stuff like that, you know, people who study probability. Like the Monopoly board, because it's a good experiment that can go on for hours and hours and hours and see if there's randomness or patterns and stuff like that. So people have ended up studying it. And the two things I've picked up from it is always get the stations, don't buy the utilities. Try and get the orange set. The orange set is the best one in terms of winning the game. Although that only counts if you're playing by the rules, because lots of people don't play by the rules. It's a whole other discussion. Anyway, let me give you the link so that you can upload your scores. I see some scores coming in. I'll have a look at those in a second, but I'm going to give you the link right now to upload your scores so that I can make tonight's league table. I know I always say this, but I will try and do it tonight instead of waiting until Wednesday. Better if I do it straight away. So, what we got? 63 for Marianne. 65 for Lumpy Gravy. Oh, yeah. 59 for the Doyle. All high 50s into the 60s. 72 for Noodle Doodles. Come on. 69 for Sally Happy Gang, who didn't come back to me with her definitive reference of what constitutes a group rather than a duet. Obviously, there's two in a duet. So I'm still waiting for that confirmation of the dictionary definition. But well done, because 69 is a pretty good score. Like 66 for triangulation. Best in a while for triangulation. Good stuff. Getting warmed up for Christmas. I'm going to do my best to try and get some good prizes for Christmas, by the way. I'm doing Christmas Day. I'll probably do Boxing Day as well. I'll get the rest of it scheduled this week, but I've got Christmas Day scheduled 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going head-to-head with the Queen. Margaret says, saw Pelly play an exhibition game. That's why I put the detail in about New York Cosmos, because I thought he'll do all sorts of charity stuff later on, but like, as a pro footballer, 77 was his last. So you saw him play. Christ. So how old was he in 1992 then? Let's have a look. I'm going to look up Pelly. He must have been born 1940, pretty much. Yeah, 23rd October 1940. He's 80 just now. He's literally 20 years older than Maradona. And he's still apparently going all right. So 1992, he must have been 52 when you saw him play. I hope you got value for money. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'll see you on Friday. I'll be back on Wednesday and I'll be back on Friday. Let's have a look. Oh, yes. I thought I saw that further up. Yeah, Denise has got 76. Full score. Nothing wrong, nothing dropped. Right, I wonder who we've got on the wheel. Let me just have a little look at the wheel. Because we are now going to play games for names. A couple of games just to get some names on the board. And then we are going to be spinning the wheel for some prizes, including beer from Cross Borders. So the first thing we're going to do is a little bit Where Am I? You know how to play this. I'm going to start showing you a little bit of Street View from around the world somewhere, and you've got to tell us the name of the city or town that we are in. And I'm just getting it set up just now. Okay. Is Boxing Day St. Stephen's Day? Yes, it certainly is. I was really joking. Pelé was good for his age. Yeah, 52. Blimey. Some boy turning out at that age. Right, okay, I've got me got my Street View set up, so I'm going to share the screen and we are going to play Where Am I? Here I am. There's some cars. Red one, yellow one, a couple of grey ones. Is that a bus stop? Looks like it. There's a person walking, but there's not many people walking about. Where are we? Stop sign. Let's get it overcast. No, it's not Balamory. It's not Berlin. It's nowhere that starts with a B. Austin. Well, now we're in the right country. Not Austin. Let's go down this street a little bit. Nah, it's not Blackpool. Not Riga. Not Melbourne, Seattle, Perth. Seattle's getting a little closer, so we're on the right coast now. Very suburban, isn't it? Oh, what's that? Is that the sea? Palm trees grow and rents are low. But you know, can't... Oh, look, it's suddenly a completely different day. I think that's what colour it normally is. And there's not bushfires and stuff. Washington, Tampa, Vancouver, Portland, Oregon, San Diego, Washington. I didn't mean coast as in northwest, I just meant as in the entire coast. That's getting further south. That's a bit more like it, but you need to go further south than San Francisco. Right, Malibu is much closer. Look at that. Looks quite nice. Nice and peaceful. Not much going on. Nice ocean. Yes, we have a correct answer. Monterey. I thought I was going to have to give more clues, but that is absolutely correct. Monterey is the right answer. Yeah, in California. Fantastic. Good work, Derek. This is Derek's game, of course. Where Am I is very much Derek's game. He is the best at this. Doesn't mean he always wins every single time, but he's definitely the best at it out of everybody on a sort of averaged basis. Very well done. I'm impressed that you got the right name, because that's a difficult one. I thought I was going to have to give clues about the name. So, been there, to be fair. Maybe that's why you're good at it, because your carbon footprint's the size of a royal family member. So I've not been west coast of the USA, but I think it's a little bit north of Los Angeles, maybe 50 miles up the coast, something like that. I don't know, round about there. It's near, someone else mentioned Santa Cruz. It's near Santa Cruz. All that sort of thing. Right. You want to do one more? One more, Where Am I? I've got loads of them. Got loads set up. Might be Derek's game, but it's my mantra when the pubs close. It says at Raymond. Yeah, come on, let's do one more. Right, I will stop the screen for a second while I set up the next. Where am I? Because I've got a little plugin which removes all the labels, but you have to activate it every time. So I put this stuff in, then I get rid of the labels, and then get it back on. And we can see. So here we are. Where am I now? Let's have a look. What is this place? What's going on? There's a van. A red van man. Scaffolding company by the looks of it. I won't go too close in case it's got the name of the town on it. Might well do. Is that a bit of pink blossom up there? That looks quite nice, doesn't it? Not many people about, so it's a little bit like California, but nothing like California. Right, we've got the guesses coming in here. Harrington, Crieff, Watford. Nah, not Watford. Peterhead, no. Montrose, no. Kirriemuir, Arbroath, Portnocky, Brecon, no. Go along here a bit. Jesus, looks pretty depressing, yeah. Kirriemuir, Portnocky, Brecon, Aberdeen, Dunbar, St Andrews, Forfar, no, not Dalkeith. Dublin, Keith, Forest, Dalkeith, Montrose, Crieff, Keith, Portray. I'm reading out all the ones I can see. If you've got it right and I haven't read out your thing, it's because I haven't seen it. Nah, it's not Sheffield. No, it's definitely Scotland. People have picked up that it's Scotland. Kirriemuir, Ayr, Kilmarnock, Inverness, Melrose, Blackpool. Now, I wish I could remember which way I was going to go because I've got lost. I usually have a sort of a plan in my head where I'm going to go with these things. But I'm off. What's that? The Villa coffee shop. There we are. Stonehaven is correct. We have a winner. Hey, it's Maz. Yeah. I better go up. See, I'll probably find out someone got that way before you. Yes, indeed. And now you were beaten to that. Listen, because I called you out, I'm going to put you on the wheel anyway, but I'm going to go and find out who said it first. Maz Elizabeth. Stonehaven. Like, don't phone to the ombudsman, the quizmaster regulator, because I realise that these rules are somewhat elastic, you know. Just the way it goes sometimes. But Louisa was first. Well, I think is Louisa on the wheel already? Let's have a look. No, you're not. Right, so it's good. Louisa jobs and getting the Stonehaven there. I think with this one I was trying to end up going to the sea, but I can't remember which way the sea was. So Macintosh and Stevens. Oh, funeral directors. There it is. That's the end if you're right there. Stonehaven. Where all the bodies go. She's got a purposeful stride, isn't she? She's going somewhere. Maybe like 2 minutes until the post office closes. Robert said it earlier. What, earlier than Louisa? I see him saying Peterhead there. It's Stonehaven. Stonehaven's the answer. It's not Peterhead. Nah, not Coatbridge, but I'll definitely get Coatbridge one of these weeks because that'll be great. I'm going back up the thread. I can't see anyone else saying Stonehaven up there, so we'll leave that there. What time is it? 23 minutes past 8, so we've got time for a couple more games for names. If you want to play... I don't necessarily remember, Janet. It doesn't always come up in the same order at your end as it does my end. You know? I couldn't see it. I've gone up and down a few times. I couldn't see it. I do my best, you know. I completely trust you, but I'm not. I need to see it for myself, you know. Right, what we're going to do? If you want to phone in and play, we can do a bit of Dead or Alive. I think we can anyway. If not, we can always do True or False. I've got a bunch of them, so I'm going to give you the invite link. If somebody wants to come and play live, then you can choose actually Dead or Alive or True or False if you come and join us on the live. All right, I've got my headphones in place, ready to listen to you if you want to come in. But in the meantime, we'll maybe let's do a Hangman. I've got Hangman. Let's do a quick Hangman. Okay, so we'll do a quick Hangman first, and then we'll got some live people lined up for after that for games for names. Right, Hangman. Give us some letters here. We're looking for a person, famous person. Okay, so Gary's gone for Z. There is a Z. Derek's gone for S. Somebody might get it from this, actually. Somebody might just get it from that. Margaret Ann's given us a P. There's no P. Denise has given us an E. If you're the first to guess it, you'll get on it. Here's Spedge. He's been quiet tonight. I don't know if he's just joined us. There's a G. No. Janet's given us an A. There is an A. Someone's going to get it now, surely. You know this person? Famous person? Maybe not. Maybe this person isn't quite as famous as I always think he is. Nah, it's not Luis Suarez. Although that does fit. But it's not him. If you don't know who it is, feel free to get some more letters. It doesn't look like anyone's about. I thought somebody would jump all over this as soon as you saw the S and the Z. But no. No one's got it right so far. There's Margaret Ann giving us the letter R. Yes. That's... Come on. Gary's given us an I. Yep. There's an R. Now we've had R. Mr. Spedge. There's another guess for Luis Suarez. It's still not that person. Jerry Sadovitz. There we go. Fantastic. Well done, Raymond. It is Scottish comedian and misanthrope Jerry Sadovitz. And magician. Highly accomplished magician. And unforgettable stand-up act. So well done to Raymond, who I shall put on the Wheel of Names. The Wheel of Win, which is coming up in a couple of minutes. Which gives us quick time to do some live stuff. We've got Marion and Jonathan lined up. So put Raymond on the wheel. And I will say hello to Marion. Right, okay. Just a second, Marion, while I sort out the sound. Because I've got to stop the background music and I've got to go and put up the fader so that I can hear you properly. Okay, hello. How you doing?
Hello, I'm fine.
Hey, good stuff, right? So get rid of that and just have you. And now we can see you in your glory. How did you get on in the main quiz tonight? You did okay, didn't you?
Not too bad, 63.
63, that's...
We didn't get the anagram and we didn't get the person that was assassinated. So we didn't go for that one, so that was good enough. Were
you upset because I called Simon and Garfunkel a group?
No, that didn't bother me at all. I'm with you in that one.
Yeah.
I wrote in the chat that Wright said Fred were a group, and that's two brothers. But there might be a third guy with them. They were on the telly earlier today.
There's probably loads of other examples. Pet Shop Boys, Erasure, Everything But the Girl. All duos, commonly referred to as groups. I I think Simon Garfunkel could get called a group, a duo rather, because they both sing. I think that's what
Yeah,
it is.
to
But,
me, if it's not one person, it's a group.
but
You know, you're either a solo artist or a group.
yeah, right. Okay, right. Do you want to play True or False, or do you want to play Dead or Alive?
Dead or alive, I think. Yeah.
Okay, good. Right, here we go. So I'm going to give you right. You get your name on the wheel anyway because you phoned in. Right, you get that once.
Okay.
But if you can get 3 out of 5, then you get a second name on the wheel. In fact, you've already got one on the wheel, so you could end up with 3 names on the wheel. So I'm going to give you
Right. Okay.
5 people, and you've got to get the majority of them correct to get another name on the wheel. All right. So
Okay.
we'll start off with the Ultimate Warrior, who is an American wrestler. Is he dead or alive?
Now, I'd never heard of him, but you mentioned him in a quiz about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I'd never heard of him at that point.
Every other week because he's like my
But I
favourite.
can't remember what you said about him. But I think you might have said who was the Ultimate Warrior, so I think he's dead.
He is dead.
Yay!
Hey! Well, celebrate. He was 54 when he died, which is no age really. It was 2014, but those guys are full of unhelpful chemical age. So that's 1 point. Excellent. 1 out of 1.
Okay.
Right. Second name is Michael Foale, who was the first male UK astronaut, first British man to go into space. Michael Foale. Is he dead or alive?
Well, I've not seen him do any interviews or anything on anniversaries, so I'm reckoning that's maybe because he's dead.
He is 63. He's fine. He's
Oh
alive.
no! I must send him a Christmas card.
Yeah, we'll make it up to him. Anyway, we're all pleased that Michael's alive. We're sad that you didn't get a point, but we're pleased he's alive. Okay. On a similar vein, similar theme, Helen Sharman, the first British person in space, and therefore the first British woman in space, is she dead or alive? So she was before him to go into space, but is she dead or alive?
Well, I reckon she's probably looked after herself and she'll be alive.
She is alive. Yeah,
Hey!
she's 7. I think she went up in the 80s, maybe, or the early 90s. Can't remember. But she's 57 and she's perfectly fine. Right, you've got 2 correct answers, 1 wrong answer. You just need 1 more out of the next 2. You get that extra name on the wheel.
For £1 million, yeah.
More or less, roughly, yeah, up to £1 million.
Right, okay.
So, television personality Christopher Biggins.
Unfortunately, he is still alive. I mean, he is alive.
Absolutely brutal, but you're correct.
Well, I saw him in that jungle program. What a prick.
Safari.
I saw him in that jungle program. What a prick
I know.
he was.
I'm doing a catchphrase from it. Safari.
I don't know his catchphrase. No, sorry.
That was the catchphrase from the show. It's called On Safari. With oh no, you're talking about
Celebrities in the Jungle. Yeah, in Australia.
I'm talking about something completely different. I'm talking about a kids' TV show from the 80s, which was
No, I don't know that.
Safari themed. It was called On Safari, and Christopher Biggins would shout to the audience, "Safari," and they would shout, "So goody."
Right. Okay.
That's what we had for entertainment back then. Yeah. So right, okay, I'll get you on the wheel. Right, thanks for playing, Marion. Nice to see you.
Can I just show you one thing before you go? I don't know if you can see my T-shirt that's hanging. Wait a minute, my T-shirt I bought the other day. You like
I can see the T-shirt. It's a little bit far away, so you need to bring it up to show us. What does it say? It says
Bah humbug.
Bah humbug. It's a sheep. Bah
humbug and a sheep. Santa not welcome. I don't do Christmas.
Fantastic.
I don't do Christmas. I saw that. I thought, must get it.
Well, I'll be here on Christmas Day doing the quiz, so I'll see you then. All right.
Okay then. Right, bye. Bye.
Bye. Hey, right. Okay, I better put Marion's name on the wheel before I forget to do that twice. Because she got 1 for phoning in and she got 1 for getting the dead or alive, for solving the dead or alive. Like, we've got 1 more person. We're just after 1:30, but we could just fit in Mr. Doyle. Hello, Mr. Doyle. How you doing?
Very well.
Yeah, you look positively spring-like.
Thanks. I got the Safari reference.
Good stuff. Yeah, we were all there. I mean, Biggins is a funny one. Kind of love him, kind of hate him. Anyway, do you want to go dead or alive, or do you want to try true or false?
True or false?
Going for true or false, right? Okay, hang on a second. I'm just putting your name on the wheel at the moment because you have phoned in. And what I need to do now is just, I've gone over time, so I'm going to try and do this as quickly as I can. Open up the true or false. Come on, computer, you can do it. There we are, true or false latest. That's the document I need. Right, same rules. You've got to get 3 out of 5 to get an extra name on. True or false? In medieval times, William the Conqueror issued a law that forced people to be in their beds and all tucked up by 8 o'clock at night. Is that true or false?
False.
It's true. Medieval times, man. Anything was going on there. Number 2, Billy Connolly, Scottish comedian, owns the world's largest collection of corned beef tins, which he keeps at one of his homes in Los Angeles. Is that true or false?
Now, if you
Billy
said
Connolly,
Mark Hamill cornflake packets, then I know the answer to that one. I'll go true as well.
you go in.
True.
No, it's false. False. It's false. He's got no interest in corned beef at all. Right, you've got 2 wrong. You need to get the next 3 right. Okay.
Okay.
The David Lee Roth, the guy who used to be the singer of Van Halen, now runs a museum of breasts in Las Vegas. Is that true or false?
I'll go true.
You going? So I can't hear you.
True.
No, it's false
True.
as well. It's false. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
It was a real string of totally made up stuff. Anyway, you're on the wheel for phoning in, and I'm going to say cheerio because I've run over time, so I'm going to get straight to the wheel. Nice to see you.
See you.
See ya. Right, there he goes. Oh, that was a bad run. That was for Mr. Doyle, but he's on the wheel. Okay, and I've possibly misspelled his name on the wheel, but we are over time, so I need to get on with spinning the wheel. So share screen, Chrome tab, wheel of names. Here we go. Right, you all ready, everybody? Here we come. I've got 3 prizes tonight. I've got Ainsley Harriott soup, £100,000 scratch card, and beer from Cross Borders. Right, so let's spin it. Let's spin it and find out who the first prize winner is. I better say what prize this is for before we start. We'll start with the soup, right? Ainsley Harriott soup. This is for the soup. Okay, so here we go. Who's all on the wheel? Who's going to come up? Loads of names on the wheel tonight. There's Raymond, Marion, John, Robert, Derek, Maz, Marion, Louisa, Raymond, Hazel, Lorna.
Lorna G.
Lorna G. Thanks, computer lady. That's absolutely perfect. I need to write this down. Get myself a wee slice of paper. So that I know where to post things to. Right, Lorna. Soup. And they won the bread. I'm sure they won the bread recently. So if James the Baker turns up on that day, same day as the soup, happy days ahead. Right. Fantastic. I'm going to just get Lorna off because it's one name, one win. Now we're going to play for £100,000. This is for a Dot Ball scratch card. Well, it's a National Lottery scratch card, but it's posted out personally by me. And you could win £100,000. Let's find out who's in line for the big 100K tonight. Who's going to get Marion, Jock, John, Derek, Maz, Marion, Louisa, Raymond, Hazel? It's
Marion.
Marion. Now I think the computer lady voice kind of rushed that. Marion, you know, let's make that word sing. Marion. Yeah. Fantastic. So 100K for Marion. I've got Marion's address. No need to send me that. I've got Lorna's address as well. So we're looking at that. So that leaves us with the beer, which is Cross Borders, ladies and gentlemen. You got Cross Borders. Oh, what have I done? I've put Derek Griffiths on the wheel. Who, you know what? Sometimes I just type the answer when I should be typing the name. Who got Derek Griffiths right? I better fix this before we do the final spin. Can anyone remember who it was who got Of course you love scratch cards because it's just that little moment of possibility. Can anyone remember who got the Derek Griffiths question right? It was you, Raymond. That's right. Aye. Are you on the wheel anyway, or have I screwed that up? Let's see. Perfect. Right. Okay. I think we caught that just in time. Right. Raymond. Should be on twice. Well, I can fix that if it's true. Why should you be on twice? Raymond is Derek Griffiths. He should be on twice, says Janet. Right. Okay. Right. I'll take your word for it. Be on twice here. So I'll put you down a little bit. No, it does matter. It does matter. It absolutely does matter. If you should be on twice. Well, why was it twice? Can someone remember? I should be all over this, shouldn't I? But oh, aye, Sadovitz. Right, okay. Right, sorry. That's me not being all over things. Right, okay. Right, you're on twice now. And it does matter because I want to do this as fairly as I possibly can. I do try my best to make this as fair as I possibly can. He's on thrice now. What? Aye, there, look. I've got you as Raymond. Oh, help my bub. Yes, so he was on... I'm a bomb scare tonight. I'm a bin fire. Right, now we've got two Raymonds, right. Thanks, Louisa. Right, here we go. This is for the beer. Round and round and round the wheel spins. Where it stops, we'll soon find out. Louisa, Hazel. It's...
Hazel Simpson
is our winner. And Hazel Simpson, who was first on the wheel tonight, way back at 7 o'clock, with the first answer of the night, has come up trumps and won the booze, and Hazel Simpson is the winner. Yay! Fantastic. Well done, Hazel. Ooh, there's the reaction. There's the kind of reaction we're looking for. Ooh, yeah. So, Hazel gets the beer. You down in London, Hazel? Is that right? Because that's okay, because the beer can get sent down there. I seem to remember you're in London. So well done to all our winners tonight. It's all lady winners tonight. Lorna got the soup for the chameleons. Marion got £100,000. Yeah. And Hazel's got the beer from Cross Borders. Fantastic. Right. Sorry about the slight amount of chaos tonight. A wee bit behind on my prep tonight. Got to figure out a way of like typing the person's name and not the answer to the question. Yeah, right. I've got your address then, Hazel, so I don't need anything else off you. Yeah, I remember your previous winner. I think you've won scratch cards before and stuff like that. So, beer. Brilliant. What I'll do is I'll send that details to Cross Borders and they will send you beer. Now, couple of bits of business for you. First of all, if you haven't uploaded your score already, then do that. So I can make tonight's league table. So there's the link for uploading the score. I think the scores were quite various tonight. It was high and low. Doesn't matter if you get a low score. Make sure you do upload it, because that makes the people in the middle feel better about themselves, and that's what we're all about. Scratch cards and oh, aye, the breakfast socks. Oh yeah. What do you think of them? This was novelty socks, because I was buying some socks for myself from thesockshop.com. And I saw these ridiculous novelty socks which got a picture of a full breakfast on them. Beans, fried egg, sausage, tomato. And I thought, that's insane. Who's going to wear them? I'll get them for the quiz. So I got them for the quiz, and Hazel won them. So tell me, Hazel, are you planning to wear them yourself? Have you worn them yourself? Are you going to gift them? Are you going to secret Santa them to somebody? I'm not going to get involved in that discussion, Michael. I'm just going to leave you guys to sort that out. I'm not that type of doctor. I can do counselling, but it wouldn't be professional. It would be ad hoc. I might start that up actually. Would you tune in for that? Dr. Paul gives relationship advice. No quiz, just pure counselling. Oh yeah, right, okay, Take On Me was the name of their most famous song. So did the guy actually get his fight? Well, I don't know. Like I like to admit when I don't know, and this is one of those occasions where I don't know. So let's look it up. I'm just going to go over to Google here. Oh, come on. In fact, I'll do it over here so that you can see it, right? Google.com, and then I'll share that screen and then we'll see what we come up with. So let's stop the screen here, share this screen now. So here's Google, and I'm going to say, has Morton Harkett ever got in a fight? Yeah. Has Morton Harkett ever been in a fight? The first thing that comes up, I'm not an entertainer, I'm an engager. What kind of rubbish is this? Morton Harkett was naive about girls. Aye. He fights off the demons. So all the fight at East Timor's what? The track dealt with the subject that was close to Harkett's heart. East Timor's fight for independence. So there's not much about him fighting other than figuratively. 25 things you never knew about. If it's going to, if he's been in a pub fight, it'll be in here. Guy Berryman of here's the facts. 25 things you never knew about Coldplay. Guy Berryman of Coldplay took photographs for the album cover, Foot of the Mountain. You know, you would expect a list article like this to start off with a strong fact, and that's got to be the weakest celebrity fact I've ever seen. A bloke out of Coldplay took the photographs for an Aha album. You know what I mean? This has to be advertising, just pure counselling. In 2006, Aha were honoured with a Q magazine inspiration. This is rubbish. These aren't entertaining facts. That's more like it. That's a better fact. Number 3, a set of triplets born in the UK in the mid-80s were given the names Morton, Powell, and Mags. Right. So they must be in their 30s now. Yeah. They must have been in some fights. What would be great is if Morton, the one born in the UK, along with brothers Paul and Mags, had, hopefully they're from Greenock, and the guy gets called Greenock Morton, and he's been in loads of fights because he's from Greenock. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, fact 3 is the best, absolutely, Marion. What's this? The Chameleons. After Friday's chat, there is a programme on BBC4 iPlayer on TV music. Reminded us about the Persuaders. Yeah. Called The Sound of TV with Neil Brand. That might be worth watching even. Although I don't really watch iPlayer because I think you have to have a TV license for that. And I don't. In their 40s if they're born mid-80s. Nah, surely not. If you're born in 1980, you're 40 this year. Yeah, my sister was born in 1980 and she's 40. Mid-80s, you're mid-30s. Aha have the Guinness World Record for the largest paying audience. Whoa. 160,000. Like, these facts are actually getting better. It started off with some crap about the bloke out of Coldplay. Living Daylights. Was it Living Daylights them, or was that Duran Duran? So Aha got 196,000 in Americana. Prince only got 60,000. Nice. Magni is a famous artist whose paintings were used for Norwegian stamps, and his artwork is on display. That must be Mags. On display at the Paul Stulper Gallery in London, alongside works like Damien Hirst and Sir Peter Blake's. Right, okay. Whoa! Aha own a sizable part of the Amazon rainforest as part of a 1980s reforestation preservation scheme. That's nuts. That, you know what? See, true or false questions, right? That's exactly it's the exact word thing I would use if I made that up as a true or false question. I would come up with something like that. Aha own part of the Amazon as part of a 1980s reforestation program. But that's the trouble about making up false stuff, is like sometimes, there's a possibility that you make up something that's false and it turns out it's true. So the stuff that Jonathan got wrong earlier on about Billy Connolly's corned beef tin collection, who knows? Maybe it's true. If so, sorry, Jonathan. David Lee Roth and the Breast Museum in Las Vegas could be true. I haven't checked. I can't check every false one. I Call Your Name. I'm not quite sure I know that one. My favourite is Manhattan Skyline. I think it's great. I'm trying to keep my newspaper dry. It's brilliant. It's like Morrissey without all the baggage. Oasis played a concert in Oslo dedicating their song Rock and Roll Star to Aha. You see, Liam Gallagher confesses he was an Aha fan years ago and that they are amazing. I'm not surprised. Aha were a proper band. They weren't just some boy band. Yes, Aha imported the first electric car to Norway 25 years ago. And through repeated acts of civil disobedience, they managed to obtain rights to free parking. That's exactly like something you would write as a made-up question. So some of these facts are pretty good. What site is this? peoplemagazine.co.za. That's South Africa. 8 MTV Video Awards, same amount as Michael Jackson. Wow. Hunting High and Low. Oh, acoustic cover versions. Away and throw shite yourself, Williams. Just leave it alone. Get your own songs. In high school, Paul or Pal barely graduated due to poor attendance, which led to his teachers to nickname him the Guest. Those Norwegians are a laugh a minute. They're not being really, really depressed. Webcasts, millions of hits. Mags is left-handed. Of course he is. And has broken his left arm in 3 places in 3 different ski accidents. All right, here is Morrissey. Introduced himself as Morton Harkett and opened the concert with a few improvised bars from The Sun Always Shines on TV. Actually, I did a cover version of The Sun Always Shines on TV. And it's really, really good. About 20 years ago I made it. I need to find it. Play it to you one night. Put it as part of the music round. There's some pretty good facts in here. Mags once worked as a barman at the Churchill Arms in Kensington for £1 an hour. As a Norwegian bloke, just give him £1 an hour. I mean, I think that was bad even back then. The rest of these are pretty humdrum. Princess Diana was a big Aha fan. Well, from what I heard, she was a really big Bryan Adams fan, but that's all I'm saying. Yeah, I know. The guest. Oh, look who has joined us. It's the guest. Funny Norwegian teachers. Right. I better get out. Oh, it's 5 to 9. Here I am. Blah, blah, blah. Right. If you think me doing live counselling on the internet's a good idea, let me know. I might start that sideline in the new year. See you on Wednesday. If you're coming for the quiz, I'll put tonight's scores up. Well done to our winners tonight, Lorna, Marion, and Hazel. And thanks for coming and doing the quiz. Please tell your friends about how brilliant it is and all that. And because that stuff really helps. Thank you very much. I think that's all I've got to say. Good night. Bye.